It's time to start building your car. But what happens if you don't have something that's like a twin turbo inline six? What if you've got your old little favorite 2-liter naturally aspirated daily driver that just kind of blends into traffic? This video is for the folks modifying their first or second car, because we've all been there and we all just kind of want to understand, how in the hell can you make this thing fun? Now, I'm not gonna show you my first build because I'm disappointed in it. But anyway, I'm Alex Martini, and let's talk about just that. Let's talk about how to make your car actually fun to drive. Which means we're also gonna be talking about the biggest mistakes people make thinking they're making their car fun, when in reality, they just turn it into like the neighborhood alarm clock and even you're embarrassed. So watch the whole video. And if you're an expert in this space, give us your tips below. Making a car fun is all about finding ways to connect you further to the driving experience. It doesn't matter if it's cheap, clapped out piece of garbage, it's your piece of garbage, and it can still be fun to drive. Okay, so keep things realistic, and because we're realistic, you're gonna find one of the best things you can do is to check your bushings, your axle joints, your stock suspension, to check the integrity of it all. If you've ever rented something from like Enterprise, like a brand new, not sports car, and you absolutely slung that thing into the hills, and you thought about how much fun that was to drive, your box that's 30 years old can also do that with some new bushings and things like that, okay? Upgrading this stuff does kind of suck. I think it's really important to get that out of the way. Knocking out old bushings, letting shit on fire to make new ones fit, and just going through the whole process is tedious at best and a 30 rack at worst. But what makes it all worth it is just how it feels. Upgraded bushings or even coilovers from MartiniWorks, or I'm calling your mother, can take the most basic cars and make them feel 100% more alive. Anything that's helping that car scoot around on the road is gonna be one of the biggest things you can do to make your car feel better. And you don't really need to go crazy with anything either. We set the floor brand of coilovers at Tane, which can be as cheap as 500 bucks. Now, they aren't the best, but they get the job done. And Whiteline has loads of bushing parts on the website, and all of that stuff is super affordable because it's practically just rubber. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Alex, I have a manual transmission. I got the stick in the middle. I could sit on it if I wanted to on a lonely Friday night. And I would say, first off, wrong video, stop that. Second off, personally, I think the tip above still applies to any car. But if you've got something a bit more weekend warrior and less college dorm, I think the number one thing you can do to make these cars more fun are good, godforsaken, please for the love of Jesus, listen to me right now, tires. We love tires. We're silly little gooses about tires, okay? All right, we enjoy them more than we should, okay? It might be a problem, but good tires are key to having like good, proper fun with your car, any car. And you don't really need to spend much money. Now, we love our Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss that cost as much as the car you're probably looking to modify. And we love our Continental DWS 06 Pluses, but those are pricey boys. If you're on a budget, the Kenda KR20A is a beefy drift tire, but also makes a decent summer tire. And if you've got a couple nickels more, the Nitto NT555 G2 is also awesome. Whatever your choice is, a good set of tires will make your car drastically more fun, particularly in summer, because the compound is built to stick when the temperature is warmer. It's why you almost see every track person with Miata smiling like a maniac, because they don't have to brake going around corners. They don't have the speed to break the tires loose. They just turn and hope for the best. And we all kind of want to do that on some fun back roads. Having a fun car doesn't mean it has to be a good looking car. Most of the things that I'm talking about make your car look absolutely no different than how it sits right now. In my opinion, I've fallen into this trap where I've tried to like put lips on cars and wings and canards and put all this crazy stuff on. But guess what? Prius still drives like cheeks. At the same time, I know it's really important for you to want to make a car look cool, but find that happy place where you driving it makes you smile, and then find ways to personalize it to make it yours. If you already like how it drives, then jump right into wheels and tires and maybe an exhaust. But falling in love with your car in the right and ethical way is all about building memories with it that just can't be replaced. You know, carving through a corner or a back road, or learning how to slide it on like an empty parking lot somewhere at night. These are all things, there's a canon moments of what this journey is all about. Don't miss those memories because you made your car an inconvenience to drive. Trust me, as king of making cars inconvenient to drive, just don't do what I did. I'm looking at you, overheating piece of poop. So yes, this whole video is talking about you getting different bushings, maybe some coilovers, and definitely some tires. But there are a lot of other things that you can do along the way. Just make it fun, make it a chance for you to get to know your car a little bit more. And when you get into springtime this season, try to have some fun with the car. Go to some car shows, take it to some autocross events, and just overall have some fun. And if you're looking for some inspiration on how to build your car, come check out MartiniWorks.com, where we have the only build threads where you can learn from previous builds, their stories, mods, and the style of build that they're focused on. We've got all your car parts for this tax season too, so if you need help, just reach out on the website. I'm Alex Martini, hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you on the next one.